Man, the real Kodak is locked up still. Oh yes, you did. You did that, fam. The real Kodak is locked up still. The real Kodak is in an island. It's on an island somewhere. But I'm not finna expose nothing. That's just what it is. Go ahead, Zo, fam.
So he said that the real Kodak is still locked up. And when you look it up, it says that Kodak is still incarcerated at the United States Penitentiary in Thompson, Illinois. So it's kind of weird. Like, why haven't they fixed it yet? You know, Kodak is like a big superstar. You would think they would fix it right away. So Kodak has a son, right? So it's kind of weird that we haven't seen this new Kodak with his son yet. And Jackboy is Kodak's best friend. And for some reason, we haven't seen Jackboy around Kodak at all. Like, why is this new Kodak not hanging around the people that he used to? So that's a big red flag to me that this is a different person. And it's very obvious that these are two different people. When the pictures of this new Kodak got released, a lot of people were noticing that he looks way different. So that's good that a lot of people are starting to wake up. So now I'm going to show you guys all the different Kodaks that there is, because there's at least 3 to 4 different Kodaks. You know, this Kodak looks way different than both of these Kodaks. You know, it's very obvious that they're using multiple people to play the role of Kodak. And it's so obvious because this person looks way different than this person. If you can't tell that this is a different person, I don't know what to tell you, because these are two different people. Like, everything about his face is different. It's not just because he lost weight. You know, a lot of people are saying, like, oh, he just lost weight or whatever, but I'm going to break it down why that's not the case. Because if you guys remember, I made a video saying that this fat Kodak is actually Pee Wee Longway. So I recommend you guys go check that video out. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description below. It's very obvious that this is Pee Wee Longway. And he was just one of the 3 to 4 people that are playing the role of Kodak. You know, it's almost like every single year we get a new Kodak. You know what I mean? And this is the real Kodak. So when you compare him to this Kodak, you can tell it's a totally different person. You know, if this doesn't wake you up to the fact that celebrities are getting replaced, like, I don't even know what to tell you, because it's so obvious that this is the real Kodak and this is the imposter. You know, there's like 3 to 4 different imposters. It's crazy how they just got 3 different people to play his role. You know what I mean? Like, it's so obvious too. And the fact that people think he was even in jail surprises me, because celebrities don't go to jail. You know what I mean? Just because they show you one picture like this does not mean he was in jail. Like, how come there's no videos of him in jail or nothing? And, you know, it's very obvious that this picture is staged. So a lot of people were saying that he's a clone or whatever. And I feel like the media just throws that word out there to distract you from the fact that this is just another person playing the role of Kodak with a mask. You know, these are like totally different people. I don't know how people don't really notice. You know, this is Pee Wee Longway and this is the new Kodak. And when you look at them, they're completely different. Like, his face structure is different. His head shape is different. Their excuse is that he lost weight and he was being tortured and starved and stuff like that. But that's the stupidest excuse, because Kodak had a different nose a couple years ago. I don't care how much weight you lose, your nose is not going to change. You know what I mean? Like, it's so obvious that this is a totally different person. And they could use fake noses as well. If you guys want to see the fake noses, type in makeup prosthetic nose. And it's very obvious that he has a mask on. You guys see that double layer under his eye right there? He's supposed to be like 23 years old. There's no reason for him to have this extra layer right here. You know, Kodak never used to have that. You always have to look between the eyes to be able to see the mask. This mask is so obvious. Like, now that I'm looking at it, you guys see that? Like, wow, it's just right in front of our face. It's crazy. They put everything in plain sight. So in my opinion, I believe that Trapland Pat is playing the role of Kodak now. It took me a couple days to make this video because I don't like just jumping straight to conclusions without that much evidence. You know, I like to get as much evidence as possible before I make a video. because a lot of people were telling me that Soulja Boy is playing the role of Kodak, or some people also told me that Lil Wayne is playing the role of Kodak. But in my opinion, I think Soulja Boy is actually Funny Mike, so I might make a video about that. And for sure, Lil Wayne has been replaced, so there's no way that this could be Lil Wayne. And Kodak has an album called Project Baby, and Trapland Pat has an album called Interstate Baby. And when you compare these two album covers, they look very similar. Let me know what you guys think. You guys think this is just a coincidence? Because there's so many coincidences, like their eyes are exactly the same. You could tell this is not the real Kodak. You know, his mannerisms are very similar to Trapland Pat. So once again, this is just my opinion. I believe that Trapland Pat is playing the role of Kodak. You know, feel free to do your own research and let me know what you guys find. But there's so many coincidences with this one. And it's crazy the fact that people will call me crazy for questioning when it's so obvious that this is not the real Kodak. You know, if you believe this is the real Kodak, you're crazy in my opinion. You know, it's crazier to believe that this is the real Kodak than to believe somebody else is playing this role now. It's just so obvious. Like, everything about him is completely different. And the fact that people will fight you and argue with you and debate you, and people have even sent me threats over these type of videos, and it's like, why are you going to be that attached to a celebrity that you don't even know, and that celebrity doesn't even know you exist? You know what I mean? Like, you've never talked to the celebrity, you've never met him, but yet you will go out of your way to defend somebody that you've never even talked to. And that same person is pushing agendas on you. So it's like, the program is so deep. It gets deeper than that because they're trying to stop me so much from exposing this stuff that they're even paying people to make videos about me. So that goes to show that I'm doing something right. You know what I mean? Like, if I was wrong, nobody would care. Like, people would just ignore my channel. Nobody would talk about me. If you don't agree with somebody, you just dislike the video, unsubscribe, and you never come back. But for some reason, people keep coming back and making videos and videos and videos, and it's like, it's so obvious what's going on, you know what I mean? Like, it's obvious that I'm exposing something deep that they really don't want me to talk about. I don't even blame these celebrities because I feel like it goes deeper than that. We have to blame the record labels that are signing these celebrities, and I'm going to make a video exposing them as well because those people need to be exposed as well, you know, like Real Kodak and, you know, all these people that own all the record labels, because I feel like some of these celebrities are being forced to do this type of stuff. But yeah, these two guys look very similar. This picture right here, 100% confirmed to me that this is not the real Kodak. You could tell he has a mask on. It's so obvious. So let me know what you guys think. You know, I'm just going to ask the question, is Trapland Pat playing the role of Kodak Black? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Here's a couple coincidences that I noticed. So Kodak is throwing up a P right here, and it reminded me of Trapland Pat. You know, I've never seen Kodak throw this up before, and he looks very similar to Trapland Pat. And I noticed that Trapland Pat always pops out his eyes like this to try to throw us off. But if you pay attention to Kodak's eyes, he has some very big eyes now. Like, it's pretty obvious that this is him because why are his eyes so big like that? I don't remember Kodak's eyes being this big. And it's funny that this dude started blowing up as soon as Kodak got released from jail, because I've never heard of this guy until one of my subscribers told me that Trapland Pat is playing the role of Kodak. So I looked into it and I was like, what the hell? This dude just blew up. There's barely any information about him. And when I was doing research on him, I couldn't find anything. So it got me thinking, like, why do they use these underground rappers to play the role of these superstars? And I realized it's because they know that since nobody knows who this is, nobody is going to notice that he looks like Kodak. You know what I mean? So the only reason I didn't believe it at first is because Trapland Pat is a little bit taller than the original Kodak. But if you look at this picture, the new Kodak is somehow way taller now. You know what I mean? Like, this is Johnny Dang on the left, and his height is listed as 1.70 meters, which converts to 5'7". And the real Kodak is 5'7", right? So isn't it kind of weird that they're listed as the same height, but for some reason this new Kodak is way taller than him? So it's obvious that they're using a taller person to play the role of this Kodak now. So it makes sense that Trapland Pat would be playing this role now because he's a little bit taller than the original Kodak. You know, it's obvious that he's like 3 to 4 inches taller than Johnny Dang. So it's literally impossible for this to be the original Kodak. And when I was doing research on Trapland Pat, I noticed that an album cover for Kodak popped up, and in the SoundCloud name it says Trapland Pat. So I don't know if this is just a glitch or something, but for some reason Kodak Black's album Institution is the cover for Trapland Pat on SoundCloud. Johnny Dang's eyes look so weird in this video right here. I'm pretty sure he's wearing a mask as well.
You ain't gonna win with the internet, you feel me? Little cut came home, moving different, thinking about every step he doing, checking his surroundings. Everybody think he a clone now. You know what I'm saying? You can't win. You feel me? You gotta understand, dog. When you live a fast life, before you went in and you had to go sit for a year, not 2-3 months, but a whole year, and you think you was about to do 2-3 years, and you got spelled, think about it, man. Sense, man. That boy was in that thing hurt, boy. You know what I'm saying?
So that was Kodak Black's cousin, and he's basically doing damage control because he knows that everybody is starting to realize that this is not the real Kodak. And all you have to do is look at these two pictures to realize that. You know, once again, I don't care how much weight you lose, your nose is not going to change its shape. You know what I mean? Like, I want to get that very clear because for some reason, a lot of bots think that when you lose weight, you know, that changes your whole face structure, your whole nose. Like, no, bro. I don't care how much weight you lose. Your nose is not going to change. And when you zoom in the back, you can see that Gucci has a bald spot on the back of his head. The best place to hide something is in plain sight. So this is the cover for Kodak's newest song. And I thought it was weird that they put a fat picture of Kodak. In the lyrics to that song, he talked about the V-shot. And that's weird to me because the corona wasn't around before Kodak got arrested. So to me, that shows me that they are using this new Kodak just to push agendas on us. And that's one of the main reasons why I like to expose these celebrities, because very soon you're going to start seeing a lot of them promote this V-shot. Yeah, a lot of celebrities are going to start promoting it. And this is why I like to expose them, because these celebrities are getting paid to push agendas on us. And people always ask me, like, why are celebrities playing multiple roles, or why do celebrities get replaced? And this is part of the reason why. You know, they replace the original celebrity and they use somebody else to play that role. That way they could push whatever agendas they want on us. And it's sad because it actually works. Like, people who are big fans of Kodak might go and get the V-shot just because he said it, you know what I mean? So I'm going to make another video going deeper into it because I don't recommend anybody get that shot because it messes up your DNA and a bunch of other things. So yeah, I wouldn't get that. And isn't it weird that he said he loves his lawyer and he even got his lawyer's name tatted on him? You know, it's obvious that that's not the real Kodak. So Kodak is Haitian, right? Trapland Pat is Haitian as well. Kodak was born in 97 and Trapland Pat was born in 95. Kodak is a South Florida rapper and Trapland Pat is also from South Florida. And the location on his biggest song says Deerfield Beach, which reminded me of X because X faked his death at Deerfield Beach. And X has a song with Kodak called Roll in Peace, which is basically R.I.P. So they were basically letting us know that they were going to fake his death. You know, there was a lot of predictive programming with X. So go watch my videos about X if you want. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description below. So I was looking on Twitter to see if anybody else noticed that Trapland Pat is playing the role of Kodak. And sure enough, there was one person that said, why does Kodak look just like Trapland Pat now? So I like how I'm not the only one that noticed that they look very similar. They always use somebody that's very low-key that nobody knows about. That way it could be harder to find out that he's actually playing the role of Kodak. And then this guy said Trapland Yak. So of course they have connections in gematria as well. So Trapland Pat equals 42. And Kodak equals 42. Kodak Black equals 71. And Pat equals 17.
Going crazy with this, like, auto-tune.
I don't need no tune for the auto. All I'm missing is you. Yeah, man, you know a nigga on that new yak, man, you feel?
So Trapland Pat posted this on his story, and it's a video of his friend basically playing Kodak's music in the background. So isn't that a weird coincidence? And when you look at his tattoos, it's very obvious that these are fake tattoos. So this could be a coincidence, but the new Kodak is wearing red shades. And I'm going to show you guys a video of Trapland Pat, and he's wearing red shades as well. And he's playing one of his songs, and he talks about taking his mask off.
You loafing on the house, don't take that mask off. You loafing on the house, don't take that mask off.
You know, Bradford, want to say a couple of words? First and foremost, you're a black man. Amen. We never give up on our black men. You're a king. Remember, you always a king. And this is a new shot. Please do what you do and still continue to be great. And I gotta hug my brother.
Hello.
Already know. Bradford, want to say a couple of words? First.
Who this nigga look like? I don't know, like Kodak Black, but like funny.
Of course, the hair on the cultural aspect of it, and I mean it's some Kodak Black shit kind of. So.
Yeah, and I would definitely say, I mean, I will say that, you know, I don't know what affiliation, anything like that with Kodak, but if Kodak was out, I could definitely hear the remix. It would be a remix. It would be a remix of this, and I could definitely hear Kodak on this.
So even these YouTubers that reacted noticed that Trapland Pat looks a lot like Kodak. So first of all, this looks a lot like Trapland Pat right here. And for some reason, he arrived to this show and he didn't perform. Like, why would you show up to a show and not even perform? It's obvious that this is not the real Kodak, and he probably hasn't remembered all of the lyrics yet. So this is a rapper called Spot'em Got 'em, and he has music with Trapland Pat. So I thought it was funny that Spot'em Got 'em is at this show, but Trapland Pat is not at this show. It's just funny that we haven't seen Trapland Pat and Kodak in the same place at the same time. And this is Jackboy's Instagram, and look at how many people he's following. You know, as you guys know, death equals 38, rapper equals 38, and murder equals 38. And it's just weird that we haven't seen Jackboy with Kodak at all. You know, there's no pictures of them together or nothing. And it's weird that Kodak hasn't posted a new picture yet. His most recent picture is from February 13, 2020. And this is a different Kodak. So I was doing research to find out when was the last time we seen the real Kodak. And it turns out the last time we saw the real Kodak was in this music video with French Montana. It dropped in June of 2016. It's just crazy that they really replaced Kodak, you know what I mean? Like, when you listen to his old music from 2016 and back, he had a way different flow. Like, his music was way better. And after this music video, he got replaced because he got locked up and he came back in December 6th. And he got replaced by a different person. So that was the last time we saw the real Kodak. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to drop a like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and subscribe to Money Motivated Stars. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description below. You know, he has some really good videos, and you guys have to support some real YouTubers. They're removing a lot of my subscribers, you know what I mean? Like, people think I'm lying when I say this, but it's serious. Like, this guy even said, bro, I thought you were lying in your video until they actually removed me as a sub. The stuff that you're talking about is real. So it's good to support some real YouTubers. And if you guys want a shout out, you can DM me on Instagram or email me. The link is in the description below. And now to finish off the video, I'm going to show you guys a video of every single Kodak, because there's at least 3 different Kodaks. So I'm going to show an interview of every single Kodak in a row. That way you guys can see the difference between all 3 of them. And I'm out.
Okay, wait, so I'm going to put you on the spot. So different scenarios. So we're going to do 3 different types of girls. So I'm your girl. I've been with you since day one. So what's that scenario?
See, day one don't really. Hey, look. Just because you from day one, that don't mean you A1. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm not going with you.
That don't mean A1 just because you from day one. It could be.
Man, it's deep. You want me to break it down to you?
Please, Kodak.
Like,
preach.
Okay, cause you know, like I be feeling like we really like dying to live. Even though we live to die, like we down a little. Everybody living like going through something. Everybody like suffering with something, like, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And then, you know, like there's like it's a lot of kids I know, right, who will do like anything, like run in your house and they don't know if you got a gun in there, like somebody will blame them.
Right.
I'm talking about just cause they wanna live, they want like probably get a little flat screen or some gold. You know what I'm talking about, just a little, just a flat, just to have some money, right? And there's people like who risking their life, like who throwing rocks at the chain gang. You know what I'm talking about? Who
The diamonds, the gold, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Been shaving my teeth down, man. Young nigga, still handsome, however. Fuck with that boy Johnny. Johnny like this, I say Johnny, bitch. Johnny be right on it. You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah. The diamonds.
You ain't looking at Kodak, man, that's a clone. Look at his hair, look at his text, look at his nose. He an apostle and he need to be exposed. Me and the fans want the oh yes. Looking at this picture, something wrong with this Kodak. Clearly a conspiracy, they act like we don't know that. Yeah, it's some funny weird shit that's going on. He looked completely different when he came home. That ain't that 1800 yet, man. Take that paper back and bring my Haitian brother back, man.